All the people say, all the people say,
Imagine, I just took this as a reference because I was surprised of the. Well, it's like a really common story, the fight against David and Goliath. Just the little guy who coming from the what? His dad's farm, fighting against a giant, a soldier, the top soldier of that army, and just with one rock, he killed him. Well, not kill him, but knock him out. And then he grabbed the sword and killed him. Imagine. How is how is it possible that one little boy would have done that? Imagine. Would you think that that would be possible in this time? That okay, we have like a really big guy that is going to gym, that is going doing workout all the day, like every day, and then I'm just gonna grab one kid from here. Imagine, Leandro, or one of the small kids that are here. And I'm gonna say, okay, you two guys are gonna fight together, and the winner is going to be the best man in the world. Who's gonna win? Imagine, that's something that we can also think that is ridiculous, but at that moment it was something that depended on the life of so many people and on the destiny of one whole country. Because there were two nations there who were fighting against each other. And imagine, if David was able to fight against that giant, despite the comments of the king, despite of the comments of the people, and despite of what he can see over there, and he could beat that guy. Imagine what you can do. What is the difference between David and you? Anyone know? There's nothing. There's no difference between that guy and us in this moment. The only difference at that time is just that, the time. That happened, what, more than 2,000 years ago? And right now, we can be in the same situation. Maybe not against a man, like a giant man, like of 3 meters, okay? No. But against really big problems, or problems that we can think that are really big in our life, that we can say, oh, you know what? No, I'm just gonna surrender against this because I cannot do this. I'm not able to manage this. I'm not able to work with this. I cannot do it. Sometimes life is difficult. Sometimes all the time we're gonna have problems because that's life. Life is difficult. In life we have problems, we have conflicts. But there's one thing that we always have to remember, and is that we have God on our side. That's the best thing and the main thing that we have to remember. God is with us, and no matter what we're gonna do, He's always gonna be with us. No matter if you think, okay, you know what? But if I do this, I'm gonna make mistakes, I'm gonna fail, I'm probably gonna do something wrong, I'm gonna regret about that. Yeah, that's probably true. But you know what? God is gonna be there with you. And even if you fail, even if you fall, He's gonna say, okay, you know what? No, don't worry. Keep going, keep fighting. Keep fighting because I'm with you, I'm giving you strength, I'm giving you the peace that you need. And you can do it. You can do it. Maybe you just fail this time, okay? But you can still try. You can still move forward and do it. And another thing, I just remembered something. When I was in high school, when I graduated from high school, I went to university in El Salvador. And at that time I had a girl. And that girl was, I thought that she was my help and everything. And when I got into university, I wanted to train soccer because I really love to play soccer and to be active and everything. So I wanted to be part of the team of the university. And at that time, she told me, "Oh no, you know what? No, you shouldn't do that because yeah, that's gonna consume your time. That's gonna do this. That's gonna blah blah blah." She told me, "Okay, you know what? No, you shouldn't do that." And my problem was that I listened to that. And you know what happened? I waited 1.5 years to go to a practice. And when I went there, because I waited, because of that girl, I waited, and what happened was that during that year and a half, I just literally didn't touch a ball at all. So I didn't play, I didn't train, I didn't do anything with the ball. So when I tried to run again and play, I was like, okay, I'm gonna run 3 meters. And after that I was, imagine. I wasn't ready for that at that time because I stopped the intention that I had, and I didn't think about what I was able to do, because I knew that the day that I graduated from high school, I was able to play, I was able to do my best for the soccer, and I just literally missed that opportunity. And thinking about that, I just found it's something that really made me think, because it says, if you already thought about it, there. If you're already there, don't think about it. So what do you guys think? Imagine if you have something in mind and just say, oh, you know what, yeah, that should be like a really good idea to do, or maybe yeah, that's something that I could do. Maybe that's something that yeah, it could be good for me, for my future, for I don't know, for my family, for me, or whatever. But then you start thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. What's gonna happen is that you're gonna keep thinking and thinking, and you're not gonna do anything. Then the other thing is, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I'm doing it, and then you start thinking and say, oh my God, what am I doing? Oh yeah, probably that's the best. Oh, probably I should do that. Oh no, but maybe I just start thinking again. That's why this proverb was, or this saying was like super nice for me at that moment, because I said, okay, yeah, that's true. Sometimes we think about something and we think that, okay, I can do this, maybe I can do that. And when you start to overthinking about something, it starts to become that giant in front of you. It starts to become that enemy in your mind, in your life, that is blocking you to do something really good for you. And sometimes we forget it, or we think, okay, you know what? No, that's too much for me. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that. That's like a really big problem for me, and I don't want to be part of that. And when we start to overthink about that, it's not something good for us, because if it's better to try something and see what happens, that just think and think, oh yeah, that would be good. Oh yeah, that's like a really good idea, but I'm not gonna do it, because you're gonna start like putting those ideas in your mind and saying, okay, yeah, what will happen if I will do that in the past? Or maybe you can regret of not doing something. So imagine, for me at that time when I was in the university, I regret because I didn't went to the practice, and like on the days that I was able to literally run a lot and play a lot. And then at the end I was just regretting myself because I wasn't able to do it. And that was one problem. Well, not problem, but an obstacle that blocked me from something that I know that I was able to do. But just because I listened to the wrong person, and because I focused like my ideas on whatever that person says, I wasn't able to do what I really wanted. And I know that sometimes you can find people in your life that is gonna say, oh, okay, you know what? No, you're gonna do this. You're gonna do that because you're gonna fail. You're gonna do something wrong. You're gonna do something bad, and all the people is gonna smile of you because they're gonna make fun of you because you're doing this and that. Yeah, and we believe that. We say, oh, you know what? Yeah, she's right. Oh, yeah, he's right. Yeah, they're gonna make fun of me because I'm gonna do that. I cannot do that. No, I cannot. You haven't even tried, and you're already saying, okay, you know what? I'm gonna fail. No, it's not like that. Because remember one thing, as I said before, God is with you for everything. No matter what. No matter if it's something simple, no matter if you're just going outside for a walk, no matter if you're just deciding something for you, no matter if you want to do something that you can think that is the best for you, God is always there for you, no matter what. So don't forget about that fact, that no matter what can happen with your life, no matter how big that problem can be for you, no matter how many people can come to your life and say, okay, you know what, you're gonna do this? No, don't listen to them, listen to God. Because He's the only one who can literally give you the strength, the peace, and the courage to do everything. Yeah, it's true. Maybe we can make mistakes, yeah, but that's life. And we can learn from those mistakes. And if we have God with us, it's gonna be like 100 times better, because we don't know what's in the future for us. We cannot say, okay, you know what? Tomorrow in the morning I'm gonna fly to whatever country that I imagine. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that. You don't even know what you're gonna eat today in the night. Yeah. So don't overthink about moments or situations that are not happening now, because sometimes when we start to overthink, when we start to think, okay, you know what, that's probably not the best for me, probably that's gonna be like kind of disappointed for my parents, or maybe, you know what, I don't want to deal with that because it's too much, or maybe you know what, no, this is like something that I cannot do. Don't start to overthink. The one thing that you can do if you're hesitating about something is just say, okay, God, you know what? This is too much for me, and I want your help. I want you to guide me and to give me, let's say, a signal to know what I can do. And yeah, I know that it's not like something common that we can do, because I know even it's hard for me to do it. Like, okay, I'm gonna pray in my room, I'm gonna stay there, I'm gonna pray for 3 hours. No, I cannot even. Sometimes I'm praying and I'm just falling asleep. And yeah, it's difficult. But just remember one thing: it doesn't matter where you are, God is always there with you. So even if you're on the bus, on the car, or on the park, on the school, in class, I don't know, it doesn't matter where. You can just say in your mind, you know what? This is being too much for me. I don't know what to do. I don't know if this is the right decision. I don't know if this person is right about this, but I'm feeling here in my heart that that's really something important and special for me, and I really want to try, and I really want to do it, and I want that peace in me to do this. And it's like that. Sometimes we just need to say, to tell God that we are not like ready or enough for the different situations that are in our life. Because yeah, every single of us here can have problems, difficulties, obstacles in their life, and yeah, it can be hard. But yeah, you can say to God, okay, you know what? Yeah, this has been too much for me. These people is telling me, okay, you know what, you cannot do this. You're not able to do this because you have no skills for that. You have no ability to do this. But you know what? There's one thing, and there's one person who always trusts in you, and that's God. He's saying, okay, you know what? You are my precious child, and I already have fought for you, and I already have given you my gift to you, because you guys know here every single one of you have a gift from God. So have an ability, have a strength. So sometimes when we think that we cannot do something, that we are trying to do something, and there's people in front of us telling us, okay, you know what, no, don't do this because you're failing, you are doing something wrong, you're gonna fail the rest of your life if you keep doing that. Yeah, it can be true, but there's no one to say and to tell you that you are not able to do it. Because imagine, if God is telling you, okay, you know what, no, let's do it because I give you this gift to you, and I give you this ability to you to do exactly that thing that you're doing right now. And if someone come to your life and say, okay, no, you cannot do that because you're failing, because you're doing it wrong now, and you're gonna fail, and you're not good for this. So you're gonna believe to this person, or you're gonna trust in God. So that's the main thing. Imagine here to David. The king was telling to this boy that he was too small compared to that guy, that he was just a little man that was about to fight a soldier that was trained his whole life to be a warrior. The king himself was saying that. Imagine. And he said, no, you know what? No, it's okay. I can do this. I can do this because God is with me. I can do this because I know that I have done so many things that can be even worse than this. And I won because God was with me. And imagine, after he fought against this giant, he didn't become a king right after that. But he started the process of becoming a king. And if David would have hesitated about that moment, and if he had done like the opposite of what he did, that was fight against that giant, imagine, probably Israel now wouldn't exist, because he was one of the kings of Israel. He was like a really good soldier that led so many battles at that time. And imagine,